Now, this time I want to talk about social enterprise models, because since there's no definition of what is social enterprise should be, so I try to give an introduction of different types of models so that you can have an idea what a social enterprise would look like. So the background is like I talked a little bit before, is that because the change of the social welfare policy from the shelter workshop, supported employment, and then now to the social enterprise, because the government want to encourage the NGO to set up the different social enterprises to take care of the deprived sector in Hong Kong, and also let them to be self-financing and sustainable. So there's around, last 2 years is around 250 to 300 social enterprises, and there are many NGOs that they need to set up social enterprises because this is the government policy, so the NGO has to follow. Okay, actually, this is a bit academic. You just read it through. This is a bit academic to find out the development of the social enterprises, because social enterprise is first sector. Like I mentioned before, first sector is commercial, second sector NGO, and third sector is social enterprise. And also is this I think I have mentioned before, double bottom line, and also the Dongguan Hospital, Chinese YMCA Methodist Church case, which I mentioned in the last section. Okay, this is a theory invented by David. I hope you shed some light on your thinking on starting up a social enterprise. This is triangle. This triangle is very important. If people ask you what is a social enterprise, of course you must be able to answer. This is double bottom line. But apart from double bottom line, it is the triangular relationship between social capital, social innovation, and social impact. Like in the last session, social capital is on networking, your connections in the community. Social innovation is an innovative idea. And after all, you have those ideas, you have those connections that you are able to set up a social enterprise. Then the final question is, what is the social impact? Oh, you spend so much resources, time, money in order to set up this social enterprise. What is the impact after all? Like the postnatal nursing care case, what is the social impact? 我成班陪住成班女人俾咗嘢佢做之後，咁個 impact 係咩 ？You must ask yourself what your social impact. My answer is that the social impact is I hope that they can stand up to gain respect and dignity. They can get along well in the community and also in their homes, and to reduction of domestic violences. This is the impact that I hope I can achieve. So you must ask yourself these three questions when you are devising your business plan for social enterprise: social capital, social innovation, social impact. This is very important according to when you are thinking of setting up a social enterprise. So I hope you can, one way or the other, remember this triangle. Okay. Okay. These are the questions that I want you to ask yourself when designing a social enterprise. Actually, you look, it's very boring if I talk them one by one. You just look at them, and then if you want to ask any question, you ask me. Because you can read English, so I don't want to read out. See anything you want to ask? Mission, how to accomplish the mission, the social theory. You actually, to be serious, you need to look at some books or go to Google to do some internet search. What kind of social theory that you are going to incorporate in this social enterprise? You just type social enterprise, social entrepreneurship, both networking, those things, you can see lots of things up there. And then the impact, like I just said before, the social impact, you want to impact on the society. The financial objective of the social enterprise, just break even. You are very happy enough. You fulfill the social mission and then break even, or you want to fulfill the social mission and get also able to earn lots of money. It's a financial objective. During the break, one student asked me is, the needs of client, which category of deprived group are you targeting? The deprived youth, the women, the elderly, the children, or whatever. You have your target customer before you start your social enterprise. And also the business model. How is your business model able to achieve the social goals and the business goals? So I said before, you have the business plan, the business model, and also the income model. Your feasibility study, your budget, your cash flow forecast. those things have to be on table before you decided that this is a good social enterprise project that you are going to proceed. You can ask questions. Or when you have a question, please ask me. How many of you know how to prepare budget? No. Last session, I know that some of you have come from business school. If you don't know how to prepare budget, how can you set your social enterprise? This is the same situation I faced last year. 你哋完全唔識做 budget， 咁你冇 budget， 咁你點知你嗰檔生意點樣起嗰檔生意出嚟？所以佢哋要學。So they have to learn. Of course, so Mingos provide good job. Okay. At least you have to. Okay, I tell you a little. Since this is my profession, I think I have the obligation and responsibility to tell you something. For your profit and loss account, you have to make sure where is the income come from. The income, the top part, the income, and expenses. You have to set the salaries, overheads, rental, material costs, whatever, direct costs, indirect costs. Those things you have to take into account. Otherwise, it is a very good idea, a very innovative business, but it cannot be self-financing. Then you have no hope. Or even if it cannot be self-financing, even if you have no money, you ask your parents to inject money into your potential business. You must tell your parents how much do you want, and how long will you be able to pay them back. This is the payback period, not to say the return, ROI, return on, I don't want to say those things, return on investment, those things. But at least you know how much do you want and what is your ability and how long are you able to repay those loans, even from the parents. Because this is a business. They give you pocket money, so they just give it to you. But if they help you to start a business, even they don't need you to repay the money, you have to tell them what is the payback period. How long are you going to repay the money to them? This is very important. You have to make a budget. The budget is very important. Ask Mingos and your accounting professor. This is very important. You have to have a viable financial budget. Okay, also the human resources. The human resources, this is how many people do you want? People is that, because for social enterprise or even for any new business, because your budget is very tight. So I encourage you all is to find more volunteers to start your business. That makes your life much easier. And also, what kind of facilities are you required? For example, I have a business plan I read before is that they need millions dollars of equipment in order to start a social enterprise, which cannot be. How can you get the bank financing for those things? So what kind of facilities? You want high-tech equipment, expensive equipment, or just low-key equipment or whatever? Like the postnatal nursing care, I don't need any facilities. So I start cheap. So I'm able to earn some profits. So what kind of facilities, your requirement, and then the resources required, timeline, how to implement the social enterprise, the timeline, your planning stage, your business plan preparation stage, and then your budget stage, your financing, and how to put your dreams into paper, and from paper into reality. What is the timeline? You have to think about this. And also, is there stakeholder support? Will anybody support you? Your parents or your friends or your classmates support you? And what are the critical factors for ensuring social enterprise success? This is important. Okay, I'm going to set up this type of social enterprise, but what are the critical success factors? If I achieve 1, 2, 3, then this social enterprise will become a successful model. If I cannot achieve this, you must ask yourself this question. Don't just jump into the water and let the tide guide you where to be. It cannot be. You are going to nowhere. You must have the critical success factors for your own social enterprise projects. Okay, going to the course, how to assess to capital, business attribute experience. Okay, when we start, Raymond is talking about postnatal nursing care. Then I'm going to start a postnatal nursing care social enterprise. But you must ask yourself, do you have experience, you have connections, you have knowledge in this type of business? Otherwise, it is also very difficult to get it success.